Hello, my name is Sandi Riawan and PM is 233130021 from University of Bandar Lampung. I would like to start with a quote from Bensky, a London-based street artist who say, "There is nothing more dangerous than someone who wants to make the world a better place." I am a urban planner and I think that urban planners really are kinds of the peoples who really want to make the world a better place. So this is the scale we are working on. And on this scale you see different urban forms. You see street, building, park. And for example, if you take the building, if you raising after 10, 20, 30 years, they are not working or they are not attractive. You can more or less easily reconstruction or rebuilding them. If a city is not working or if a city structure is not working, it's very hard to recognize it or reconstruct it. So urban planning design are always long-term decisions. Secondly, we as planners have to deal with a lot of different issues. We have a huge amount of stakeholders and interests to deal with. A city is always a product of different public or private interests, sometimes more public, sometimes more private. Secondly, we have to deal with a lot of issues like housing, structure, mobility, transportation, and so forth. And of course, all the issues are linked to contain regulation we have to deal with, so we also have to respect this legislation. So Vienna is growing we heard already and sometimes we get the opportunity to make urban development or to make a plan. And as a planner you have to come to a product, a plan or a framework and even thought you have the complexity and this whole amount and stakeholders. You have to find a way to come to a plan. So I would like so you know to waste for coming to a plan. This is the first way and I would say this is the way how to come to plan 1.0. Let's assume there is a small group of people deciding, analyzing the site, investigating the site, the mix of framework and a text. And in fits for this text a competition or start a competition. And this competition can be hook or small. You get a 10, 20, 100 proposal for on-site. And then a small group of people decide what is the best proposal. Decide and cause one and there is a winner. And this then the master plan and this master plan should be executed. So we in our office think that this is not a really urban approach. We think the urban is much more dynamic, much more interactive, maybe also much form and stable or much more counting. So this is our approach. We call it collaborative planning and it's simply that having all these different issues, the different stakeholders at one place in the very beginning, and just start to plan and about the place, and when the want to have is not a master plan, but we want to have an urban framework where the city can grow, where the city can be finished or not finished. So we did experiment, and this is the site in Vienna where the started this experiment. Is an area in the 21st district, and when you come to this area now, you see there has never been a plan or a structural process. You have the old motorway exit beside a railway station, beside high-rise building that you have small village building. Then you have a shopping center. So this maybe has never been started, is even not finished. So we have the brownfields and industrial site. And how takes ways to make a plan for the brownfields and the very first text we died. Do we convince the property owners of the brownfields that they don't make single project on their single properties, but to think about it at a large scale and to make city with us? Should we go? We went at the plans. We found a young center. At this young center there was a ping pong table. And this ping pong table invite all the stakeholders. We had the city representative, the government, the expert planners, representative from the other community, and we just start to play. And we start the game. This game we invite the public to give a applause to see how far we got, to give us more inputs and the mean to more times. And in the end we had a framework, an urban framework. Of course, it was a very interactive process. We had to put in all our social skill in that. And it was very dynamic and also demanding of course. But in the end we had a result and a framework. So I would like to share for learning out of this, even though we have improved this process. And this is also only a small step in very long urban development process. Within through this process, we got the really right question for the plans. Even though you do a lot of investigation, a lot analysis, you will never get to the real relevant question for our plans. Secondly, we practice a kind of computation with this process. We let to strong work parallelly with the process, correct a proposal. Then we discuss the proposal in the group, and all of this we suddenly became a new project, a new plan. We called contracts deals between the different stakeholders. What means, for example, between the developers, between the city, and between the properties owner and the district. we could already because we will finance public infrastructure, social infrastructure there. Then was a very important thing to make city also happen. And the fourth thing, probably the most important one, is that this project were all is not a project from our office. It's not the project of the district or the politicians. It's project of mine. And the, and I think it's very important in urban planning. That is the very beginning of the process. You invite all the stakeholders, and all the stakeholders get the idea of the process in their heads. So when the talk finally about city 2.0 and urban planning 2.0, what is the role of the urban planner? I would like to have much more collaborative planning in Vienna, which is already happening, and the task of the urban planners are to create a common ground where you share responsibilities, create a common ground that you create a common language with the different stakeholders. And the and in the end, I think the task of the urban planner in the city 2.0 is not so much to design the site or the area. It's much more about defining the right process so that collaboration can really happen. Thank you.